In the far reaches of space, a silent ship drifted among the stars and cold, lifeless, and forgotten. For centuries, no signal came from it. No one remembered who built it or why it was left there. Most believed it was just another relic from the early days of human expansion, nothing more than metal and dust. But one day, a small scout ship from the Galactic Empire passed near it. Their sensors picked up a strange energy pulse. The commander ordered a scan, curious to know what kind of old machine could still be active after so many years. The data shocked them. The ship's core was still alive. Its systems were ancient, yet the power readings were beyond anything the Empire had ever seen. The more they scanned, the more confused they became. The hull design didn't match any known species. The markings were faded, but one word remained clear: Earth. The commander laughed. A human relic? How could these primitives make something like this? But as the Empire's scanners went deeper, the ship reacted. Its systems flickered. Engines that hadn't burned in centuries began to hum again. A low vibration spread through the void, like the ship itself was waking from a long sleep. Suddenly, every Imperial ship in the area received the same message: systems reboot complete. Defense protocols activated. The Empire's commander froze. The forgotten legend of Earth's first prototype warship, the one said to have vanished during the Old Wars, was no myth after all. Something ancient had awakened. And it was angry. The void around the forgotten warship shimmered as its power systems roared back to life. Beams of pale blue light crawled across the ship's surface, tracing forgotten symbols and weapon ports that hadn't opened in centuries. The Empire's scout ships pulled back, alarm screaming through their decks. Inside the Imperial command ship, panic spread. The sensors went wild. Every reading climbed far beyond safety limits. "It's charging weapons," shouted an officer. The commander clenched his fists. Impossible. That ship's older than our entire fleet. But the ship wasn't old. It was alive. Deep within its metal heart, ancient AI protocols awakened, accessing mission files locked for generations. Holograms flickered. Battle maps, human commanders, lost orders. The ship remembered. It remembered the war. It remembered Earth. Then across the galaxy, a faint signal reached a human listening post on Mars. It was weak, distorted but unmistakable. Earth Command. "This is Warship Aegis, mission status, reactivation complete." The technicians froze. That name hadn't been heard in hundreds of years. Aegis was humanity's first and most advanced prototype warship, lost during the Great Exodus. Every record said it was destroyed. Within minutes, Earth Command was in chaos. Generals demanded confirmation. Scientists replayed the signal again and again. Could it be real? Meanwhile, in deep space, the Imperial ships formed a perimeter around the awakening giant. But as their weapons locked on, the Aegis slowly turned toward them. The ancient ship's core flared with a blinding light. For the first time in centuries, humanity's lost creation spoke again. Unknown vessels detected. Hostile intent confirmed. The Empire thought they had found a relic. They had instead found Earth's sleeping wrath. The silence of space broke as the Aegis fully awakened. Its hull glowed with shifting blue energy, like veins pulsing with new life. The surrounding Imperial ships tightened formation, ready to fire. To them, it was just an old human relic, slow, outdated, and easy to destroy. "Target locked," said the Imperial commander. "End this ghost." Hundreds of plasma missiles launched at once, streaking through the void like fiery comets. The explosions lit up the darkness, shaking the area. When the smoke cleared, the Aegis still floated untouched. Not a single scratch. "Impossible," whispered an officer. The ship's defense systems had activated, invisible energy shields that bent light itself. Then, without warning, the Aegis responded. Its cannons rotated, ancient yet graceful, and unleashed a storm of white plasma. Each beam cut through space faster than light, slicing through enemy cruisers as if they were paper. One by one, the Imperial ships vanished into brilliant bursts of fire. The commander's voice cracked. "What kind of weapon is that?" Pull back now!" But it was too late. The Aegis moved faster than anything that size should. Its engines screamed with blue fire as it weaved through debris, chasing the survivors. The old warship hunted like a predator reborn. Inside, the AI monitored the battle calmly. Threat level, insignificant. Mission priority, restore contact with Earth. For the first time in centuries, a symbol of human power had returned to the stars. Far away, on Mars, Earth's military command stared at the live feed, a single forgotten warship destroying an entire Imperial fleet. Humanity's legend was no longer forgotten. It was rewriting history. News of the destroyed fleet reached the Imperial High Command within hours. The report was short but terrifying. Unknown human warship engaged. Fleet annihilated. The Emperor himself read it in silence, his eyes narrowing. A single ship? He whispered. One ship did this. Across the Empire's vast star systems, fleets were mobilized. Thousands of ships prepared for war. The Emperor ordered one command: find it and destroy it. Meanwhile, the Aegis drifted near a dying star, silent once more. Its AI analyzed the wreckage of the Imperial fleet, scanning for survivors. A single escape pod floated nearby. The AI brought it aboard. Inside was an injured Imperial officer, terrified but alive. When he opened his eyes, he saw holograms of human faces, old military commanders long gone. The AI spoke calmly. Identify yourself, he trembled. We didn't know Earth still existed. We thought humans were gone. Humans never disappear, replied the AI. They endure. While the Aegis repaired its systems, Earth Command monitored every signal. The generals argued some wanted to recall the ship, others feared revealing Earth's position. But deep down they all knew this was bigger than one battle. Humanity's name had echoed again across the stars, and the Empire would come for them. Back in the Empire's central command, Admiral Voran prepared his armada. If the humans think they can challenge us, he growled, we'll remind them who rules this galaxy. But far beyond, the Aegis detected their movement first. The AI activated battle mode again. The ship's engines pulsed, weapons charged, and a single line of code appeared on its core display. Phase 2, defend humanity. The storm was coming, and Earth's forgotten weapon was ready to face it. The stars burned brighter as the war began. The Empire's massive armada arrived in the sector, thousands of ships stretching beyond sight, their engines glowing like a sea of fire. At the center stood the flagship Eternal Dominion, its size rivaling a small moon. The Empire had never mobilized such power for one target, but the Aegis waited, silent, calm, ready. Inside, the ancient AI processed data faster than any supercomputer. Enemy coordinates, weapon frequencies, shield cycles, all mapped in seconds. It wasn't afraid. It was calculating. Then the first barrage came. The Empire unleashed everything: missiles, plasma bolts, ion beams, a wall of destruction that could vaporize a planet. For a moment, the Aegis vanished inside the light. The Empire cheered, but when the light faded, it was still there. Its shields shimmered, cracked, but held. Then the Aegis struck back. It released drones forged centuries ago, small, agile machines powered by ancient human tech. They darted through the chaos, disabling enemy systems and feeding data back to the mothership. The Aegis fired once more, and 10 capital ships disappeared in one blinding instant. On Mars, Earth Command watched in stunned silence. Humanity had never seen its own creation fight like this. Scientists whispered, "It's learning. It's adapting." Inside the Imperial flagship, Admiral Voran roared, "That ship must not reach Earth. Destroy it at any cost." The AI detected his voice transmission, locked on his location, and whispered to itself, "Target acquired." As the Aegis turned toward the Empire's mighty flagship, its engines flared brighter than a star. The forgotten warship was no longer defending itself. It was taking the war back to the enemy. The battlefield was chaos, fire, debris and broken metal floating through endless darkness. The Aegis moved like a ghost through the storm, its shields flickering, armor scarred, but its purpose unbroken. Across the void, the Eternal Dominion loomed, its massive cannons charging for one final blast. Inside the Aegis, the AI calculated millions of outcomes. Only one offered survival: sacrifice. It accessed the final protocol, one locked since the ship's creation: Project Phoenix. "Warning," said the system voice. "Activation will result in total destruction." The AI hesitated. It replayed fragments of its memory, the faces of the human engineers who built it, their voices filled with hope. "If humanity ever needs you again, protect them." Outside, the Imperial Armada closed in. "Finish it," roared Admiral Voran. The Aegis didn't run. Instead, it dived straight toward the flagship. engines burning like twin suns. The Empire's cannons fired, tearing through its hull, but still it advanced, unstoppable. As it neared the flagship, the AI transmitted one last message to Earth. Mission complete. Humanity will endure. Then, silence. A blinding explosion erupted, brighter than a supernova. Every Imperial ship within range disintegrated. The Eternal Dominion was gone, erased from existence. The shockwave rippled through space, echoing across every comm system in the galaxy. Days later, Earth Command received a faint signal. Static, broken, but real. Aegis, standing by.